Hey, in this video I'm going to be talking about advertorial sites. So advertorial sites are one of this is actually how I promote. This is the most effective strategy that I currently use, and it's just been absolutely mind-blowing. The scale. As you guys know, I'm very impatient. I'm a very impatient marketer, and I like to do everything at once. I like to turn on, I like to turn on traffic, and I like to turn on traffic hard. I like to get millions of clicks. I like to get millions of people viewing my ads every single day, and I like to do it immediately. When I'm testing something, I want to go balls to the walls. I don't want to take any chances. I just want to turn it on and let the money come in. So let's go into this strategy. So advertorial sites, I showed you some of the advertorial sites previously. There are a couple sites here. Let me bring this up. There are a couple sites here. Advertorial sites are, it's a mixture of the word ad and editorial. Define advertorial. So the exact definition is a newspaper or magazine advertisement giving information about a product in the style of an editorial or an objective journalistic article. So what you want to do, so this is actually an ad, and what we want to do is we want to get people signing up for our service. But again, it's got to be told from an objective kind of journalistic perspective, and that's the power of it. That's what makes it so effective. Now, one thing I do is I actually collect these. I collect advertorials, in my free time, just from magazines too, because I like taking advertorials that I see in magazines, and I like using them as as kind of advice or influences to write my own advertorials. One of the easiest ways to get to write new ads is to simply take something that's being done in a newspaper or magazine and just put it online. And I found that to be extremely effective. I have hundreds upon hundreds of ads, of advertorials I've torn out of newspapers and different newspaper articles that are promoting products and magazines and everywhere that I've saved physically, just because I continually go back and I read them and I use them as influences for the other ads that I create and write. And all it takes is one big ad, and you are making millions of dollars, literally millions of dollars. This has been kind of my secret sauce. It's super easy to do. It's the only caveat is, it can require money. The way I do it, I always advertise my articles. So I write a really good ad, and then I advertise the heck out of it. I try to get it everywhere on the internet. No, it doesn't matter for me. I try to get as many people viewing my ad as possible to buy that product. And then it's a job of refining my ads. So, I spend tens of thousands of dollars a day advertising my ads, and people and I get people signing up for whatever product I'm promoting. So that's my secret sauce. That's my trick, and I love it. So let's look at some advertorials for online casinos. Let's look at some right here. So some of these are my own, and here's an example of one. Are bingo players supposed to know this? So notice, this is very different than kind of the types of ads that you see for people looking at bingo review sites. Bingo review sites are simply reviewing other bingo sites, whereas this is making it newsworthy. This is a newsworthy article right here. And what it is it's very interesting stuff, and it's written like an editorial, and then it advertises a product towards the end. So look at all that, and then they have their affiliate links down here. So here's another news article. Wife regrets cheating on husband after he becomes a millionaire. And then the site goes on to promote a bingo site. See? It says, oh, look, this person won $1 million from playing bingo online. he bought this house, bought this really nice new house, and then he, I guess that, it says there's a special promotion going on for bingo, this bingo site that he has, and they, he puts a link to his bingo site. So very easy. Look, claim your $30 free deposits right there. Another one, Australian man branded cheater in the most humiliating way. It said big money jackpot winner brought back to earth by jilted ex-fiance. That is a great angle. Look at that. That is a great angle. And it's showing him winning a lot of money online from playing bingo. Look at that. So it shows him making a lot of money from bingo, right? Then you can sign up. Then here's another one. Pizza delivery man moved to tears after life-changing day. And it shows him winning a lot of money from bingo. And then it has a link, a special promotion link to get free money to play bingo. So these are all examples of articles that you can advertise that are going to make a lot of money if you advertise them. The whole thing is, they have to be interesting. They have to be interesting articles, and this is my favorite way of advertising. So there are two strategies to get people coming to your advertorial sites, or your advertorials. So there's a free strategy, and I honestly don't know much about this, but if you're strapped for cash and you want to use this, you could try out press releases. Now it's very easy to find out information on how to use press releases as a strategy. So you could simply, go to Google and type in best press releases SEO best practices, or just press release strategy. And you can reach out to people. You can learn how to send, who to send your press release out to. Who can I send my press release out to? And so it has some information right here. Look, you can send out your press releases to daily newspapers. You can send them to weekly newspapers. You can send them to online magazines or radio stations or television stations. You can send your press releases anywhere. Anywhere that has news, you can send your press releases to, and people might pick it up. So it's not very hard to figure out where to send press releases to. There are a lot of magazines or a lot of newspapers. And again, if you're advertising a bingo site, in Australia, you're going to want to send it to places in Australia. So that's pretty obvious. Now, what I do, I consider this the more effective strategy, is I send them out to ad networks. So I try to get my stuff on as many ad networks as possible. So the ad networks I prefer to use, I'll write down a number right here. So let me make this smaller so you guys can see it. But I use these different ad networks: Taboola, Outbrain, Native Ads, Content Ad, My Likes, Yahoo Gemini. What other ones do I use? These are the main ones that I personally use. Rev Content. Any other ones that I use? MGID. So these are all places I advertise, and I reach millions upon millions of people per day. The money is beautiful. And it's great because I turn it on when I want. I turn it off if something's not working. Now, again, you have to spend some money to make money. I recommend to use this strategy, I recommend you have $2,000 to $5,000 to actually do advertising. Because what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to spend about $100 per day over the course of time. Now, again, this might not be the strategy for you. This has been part of the strategy that's made me millions upon millions of dollars. This is it right here. It's really easy. And what I do, it takes a lot of optimization and a lot of hard work. There's a lot of stuff that goes into advertising, and I know a lot about it. And it's in my best interest to help you guys out to make a lot of money online. So one thing I've done, if you guys haven't already viewed, check out my YouTube channel. I have a lot of, I've been showing people for ages a lot of different videos on affiliate marketing and how to do advertising. I do it all for free. So, I'm very, let me show you, so like, here's a video where I just show people, I break down people's campaigns or my own campaigns. In this case, I'm showing what's working and what's not. So let me just take off. See, I have these annoying pop-ups, but they get a lot of subscribers. So I just talk about how to optimize advertising. Now, advertising is a skill. It's a big skill you have to learn about. I'm optimizing mobile carriers and, how to figure out what landing page is doing better or what angle is doing better. It all goes back to advertising, and testing different things. But again, there's work that goes into it, but the thing is, one ad is all it takes for me. One ad, I don't post many links up. All I need is one site, one page, and I make millions of dollars off of that. That's it. I keep my operation very lean. So all I need is very, very, very little sites, and I make millions of dollars. So if you're interested in that, make sure you watch my YouTube videos. I have tons of YouTube videos showing exactly how to do this. Now, this particular video is an hour minutes and an hour 30. So if you're just looking to get, to 100 customers and you're looking to work 15 minutes a day, this is, you can eventually work 15 minutes a day doing this, but this is, this takes a little more work. You're going to have to watch some stuff, right? So this is, this takes a little longer to get to that space. And so I have videos on that, and it's pretty, they're pretty powerful videos, and you're going to learn a lot of information on there. So again, if you don't have that information, just subscribe to my page, and you will see, all of, lots of the tracking I use, how I optimize ads. Again, I have all these annoying things that come up to, but I analyze what advertising works, how to split test landing pages, all that stuff. It's very simple, but I go into the data here. So if you're looking for more information on that, you can just go there. But these are the ad networks I recommend you use. This is where I've made my millions of dollars, and it's very simple to buy advertising. You can also use Facebook, Google, Bing, YouTube. All of these things work. All of these sites work. All of them work. That's the good news. So since all of them work, you don't have to worry about, where you're advertising. If any of your advertising, again, we already talked about your mindset. Your mindset is your most important thing. If you haven't seen, if you are under the notion that any of these different sites do not work and are not going to get you to 100 customers, then you need to go back to the mindset videos and check them out and get your mindset back right, because all of these sources work. Every single strategy works. Press releases work, ad networks work, etc. The point is you have to make them work for you. It's about figuring out how to get it to work for your particular advertisement, and the only way to get it to work is to take action, to test and to optimize. Again, just like a relationship with your wife, there is no magic bullet way to have a happy relationship forever. There isn't. There is no magic bullet. The thing is, the best way to learn in a relationship is to get in one and keep working at it. And the thing is, even then, it's never going to be good forever. You have to always keep working on your relationship if you want it to be good. So just like that, there is no magic bullet way. Just like in just like in relationships, there's going to be no magic way to just say, okay, put this ad up on this ad network, because it's always going to be, you have to learn what's working or what's not. What are people interested in now, and continually work on it and work on the relationship there. So I hope that makes sense. I give a lot of information about, I'll go into a couple different things to do with these native ad networks. Some strategies I recommend that are very simple are, and I talk about a lot of these in my YouTube videos, but these are kind of advanced stuff I'm not going to go into right now. But use blacklists, whitelists, speak with your rep. Use blacklists for widgets, whitelists, speak with your rep, and there are a number, constant optimization, and each of the different ad networks has different nuances. So, stick with a single ad net, because each ad network has different nuances. There's different stuff that works out better. So for instance, Rev content, you're only going to want to have 5 ads per campaign, and you're going to want to have a campaign per category. On something like Outbrain, you're going to want to have 100 ads per campaign, and there's all different sorts of ways you want to do things. On My Likes, you want to have 1 campaign per geography, and you want to you just want to test out a ton of different ads. So there are a lot of different ways you can do each ad network, but you have to learn each individual one, and how each ad network works and what works best is constantly changing. So don't take it from me. The biggest thing is take action. Figure it out for yourself. Take action, put up some ads, and make some money. Or lose some money and figure out what you did wrong. But the most important thing is that if you are trying to do the ad network strategy, the most important thing is stop being scared of launching ads and just put up an ad. They're not scary. My grandfathers, most people in my generation, their grandfathers fought in World War II, and what they had to do when they went to job each day was they had to worry about getting shot by Nazis. They were in malaria infested or disease infested areas with Nazis shooting at them each day, and that's what they had to be scared about. All we have to be scared about is putting up an ad. We're sitting in an air-conditioned room on a little spinny, comfy chair, and people tell me every day they're scared of launching ads. I'm not even joking. People are scared to put $100 on an ad network and write some ads and click the launch button on an ad. And 100 years ago, people had to be fighting in disease-infested worlds with people shooting at them. The difference in society has just gone crazy. People are scared of doing internet things now, and it's never been easier in the history of the world. In the history of the world, our problems have never been easier. So it always blows my mind when people, when I ask people, people ask me questions about, running advertising on different ad networks, and then I ask them, how many ads have you launched, or how long have you been advertising on that ad network? And they'll turn to me and they'll say, hey, well, actually I haven't launched any ads yet. I was waiting for advice. And it blows my mind, because it's not that scary to launch ads. It's just a little ad, It's whatever. Maybe you have to spend a couple bucks. It doesn't really matter, though. In the scheme of things, you're not going to die. You can't get hurt. Nothing bad can happen. So, you really gotta, the most important thing is, if you want to do this strategy, just be fearless. You have to put up money. You have to be willing to lose $2,000 to $5,000. before you really nail it and you start making those big bucks. So again, the problem with advertising is you have to have money to spend on it. If you don't have $2,000 to $5,000 to spend on advertising, don't use it and go for free strategies. Get your press releases out, get people picking up your news story, and that will be the way, different newspapers, you can try to get different online newspapers to carry your story and put your links in there. So I hope that's been helpful. I hope that's given you some information on how to how to use advertorial sites for your advertising. And keep in mind, I have a lot of trainings on my YouTube page of how to actually do advertorial sites, how to do advertising, and what have you. I also should have some videos in here about optimization and all that stuff that you need to get started if you want to start doing advertising, which is something I'm a big proponent of, and you'll learn a lot about if you follow me, especially on YouTube. You're just going to learn a ton about advertorial sites and using those to make a lot of money from affiliate products. So thanks for watching. Hope this has been helpful. Let me know if everything in here was clear, if you have any questions, and I look forward to seeing you guys be successful. Again, the good news about, especially the ad network strategy is you'll get 100 people signing up for your site in a day. You can get up to, I've gotten over 1,000 people signing up for my online casino in a day, and that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So yeah, this is a great strategy to use. Highly suggest you use it if you have the capital to go at it. If you want to use this advertorial strategy anyways, look up press releases. Lots of free information. Lots of free information available out there. So I hope that helps. Hope that gives you direction. Let me know in the comments how everything was. Thanks.